And welcome to another episode of the Koto's Mojo. And as always, I'm your host, Patrick Koto. We got a lot to talk about. The NFL season is finally here. Regular season is coming up. We also have some college football go down this weekend. And of course, the NASCAR playoffs are underway. And we got our buddy back on the show with us again. It is Ian Georgeson. Ian, how are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing all right. Not a great weekend for my Boilermakers, but we'll get into all that.
Well, I know the Boilermakers had a rough break. Harvick, unfortunately, had a rough break at Darlington, but we will get into that shortly. But Ian, the NFL season is finally here, dude. I don't know about you, but I'm excited, especially for the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, offense looked really great throughout the preseason, and yeah, I think I think we look like we would be a few games over 500 this year.
For sure. And for the Bears, it all starts week 1 against the Packers. That should be a hopefully win. Obviously, it's, going to be close because, it's the Packers. I just hope the defense shows no love to them, if you know what I mean.
That's right. Yeah, we'll see how Jordan Love does in his debut against the Bears here.
Exactly. Now, Ian, obviously, come the NFL season and stuff, people are talking about, oh, this team can be good. This team can be good. This team can take a step back. I feel like we'll definitely see a lot of surprise teams this year. Obviously, the Bears are one of those teams that could surprise everyone. Washington, who had a strong preseason. The Broncos with Sean Payton as their head coach. He'll definitely get Russell Wilson back to Russell Wilson ways. Let Russ cook. I mean, those are just, 3 potential teams that could really surprise everyone this season.
I don't know about Russell Wilson. He's still very iffy for me, but we'll see.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's had a few rough seasons. His last season in Seattle didn't do well as we thought. First year in Denver, he basically got fucked by Nathaniel Hackett. I've never seen a coach, coach so bad before. My God. And then they fire his ass, and look what Russell has done.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by any of that.
Exactly. Like, it was just a complete mess. So hopefully that was just one bad year for Russ, and he could turn it around, because I love the guy, and I want him to succeed. He's been in the league for over 10 years, too. Holy shit.
Yeah, been in the league for a long time, but I don't know. I think with Russell Wilson, I just think he had just a great team behind him the whole time, and I think that NFL figured out who he really is.
Ain't that the truth? But speaking of players, Ian, again, if Russell Wilson can have a good season, a likely comeback player of the year candidate.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry. No matter what, I think DeMar Hamlin's getting that comeback player of the year.
It's a battle between, Russell and Hamlin. Hamlin, I like that too. Because, again, we saw a man die last year in play.
Yep.
And
saw him come back to life, and now he's playing this year. So it's great to see.
Props to him. I'm really happy that he's back.
Absolutely.
Yep. But, speaking of awards and stuff, everybody wants to know who's likeful MVPs this year. Talking about MVPs, Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Fields, as a potential sleeper. Trevor Lawrence is a sleeper.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that are candidates. I would hold off on Justin Fields and Lawrence because we know the teams that are behind them. But
right.
For the other guys, yes, I totally agree with you.
Obviously, people love to ride quarterbacks as MVPs. So let's show some love to some running backs, too, that could likely win some MVPs, even though, the last non-quarterback to win MVP was 2012 when Adrian Peterson set those records. So if we want to talk about running backs likely winning MVP, I could see Derrick Henry maybe as an option. And really,
Yeah,
he's a likable running back to win MVP.
yeah. I think like Adrian Peterson, I think he's going to have to shatter some records as well. So he's the guy that can do it. So I want to see a non-quarterback win MVP for once. So
Don't we
he can do
all?
it.
He can do it. And then the league is loaded with wide receivers: A.J. Brown, Deebo Samuel, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Garrett
Yeah,
Wilson for the fucking Jets after having an outstanding rookie year.
yeah. List goes on. A lot of good talent with the wide receivers right now. So I think if they look at more players for MVP, I think it needs to be looked at more than just quarterbacks.
I 100% agree with you because sure, some quarterbacks do deserve it, but it's like, all right, can we show some love to other players? Like the year Aaron Rodgers won MVP in 2014, J.J. Watt got robbed that year. I feel like because the guy also caught touchdowns in 2014.
Yeah, he had himself a career year and should have nabbed it, but NFL and just fans just love to look at the quarterback as like the only player.
The quarterback can't quite do it all.
Yeah, he
Show
needs
some
help
love.
too.
Show some love to your running backs. Show some love to your wide receivers. Show some love to some of your defensive players because I don't remember the last time a defensive player won an MVP, but defensive players have definitely won MVPs. Obviously, this
Yeah, it's
was
been a long
back.
time.
It's been back when defenses were really lighting it up.
Exactly. Might have to look back at the 85 Bears, maybe.
Yeah, or the Lawrence Taylor Giants, the Steel Curtain, the Purple People Eaters when that defense was legit.
Yeah. I hope to see that come back because
I
there's
do
a lot of
too.
guys that deserve it.
Exactly. A lot of players deserve MVP than just the quarterback.
Yep.
But speaking of players, which we got ourselves some good rookies coming out for potential rookie of the year spots. Bryce Young is obviously likely to be a good rookie. Bijan Robinson for sure, the running back for the Falcons. Jalen Hyatt for the Giants, and keep talking about him, and I'm going to keep talking about him. Roschon Johnson for the Bears. Once we get him in there, I swear to God, that guy's going to do some good things for us. He and Herbert, oh good Lord, watch out for that backfield.
Yeah, I think those two together are just going to be dangerous. And yeah, talking rookies, I know I'm overselling them just because I'm a Boilermaker fan, but Aiden O'Connell, look out. Jimmy G goes down once, he's hurt. AOC is going to save the day in Las Vegas.
Dude, you're not wrong. People are sleeping on AOC. This is the perfect offense for him. I swear to God. He's got a good running game. He's got wide receivers to throw to. I think the Raiders also have Michael Mayer at tight end from Notre Dame. So Aiden O'Connell, whenever he starts, he will start. He will start this season. Mark our words, people. He will start. He's going to light it up. Just watch.
Yeah, totally, dude.
I'm excited for Aiden O'Connell. Like, he'll likely be one of those surprise players because people are like, oh, look at Bryce Young or Bijan Robinson or Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, Jahmyr Gibbs is also a potential sleeper in Detroit. He's likely going to start over David Montgomery. And then, if CJ Stroud has a good season, people are like, all right, Stroud. Well, then there's also Aiden O'Connell.
Yep.
If you want to
it's a
talk
pretty
about
good class this year.
if you want to talk about surprise rookies, Aiden O'Connell is in that conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great rookie class this year.
Absolutely. Shit, I won't be surprised if Daniel Jones throws dimes to Jalen Hyatt from
Yeah,
Tennessee.
we'll see.
Exactly. Then the Bears have some good rookies on defense. The Stevenson kid I like in the DB field. The Bears have some good players. There are a lot of teams that have some good young players, dude. Look out.
Yeah, it'll be it's an exciting future for the NFL, that's for sure.
Definitely. And, you want to talk about offensive and defensive players of the year for the NFL. I mean, can't go wrong about Garrett Wilson, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Christian McCaffrey. Now, I know you and I were talking about, holding off on Justin Fields winning MVP. He keeps it up. Likely offensive player of the year.
Yeah. If he can keep the running game up and pass a little bit more, there's no doubt that he can get that.
Who do you potentially see winning offensive player of the year?
Could be anyone like, man, Cooper Cup, Odell Beckham Jr.'s coming back too.
Yep.
He'll be a candidate for comeback player of the year as well. He was
Oh,
gone the
there's
whole
yep, OBJ too. If he could, keep his head out of his ass.
keep his head out of his ass and stay healthy. He's gonna be a freaking threat because man, would I love to have that guy on our team. But we'll see how he does coming back from that lengthy injury.
And you were also talking about Cooper Cup too. He needs to stay healthy as well because man, would I love to have him on the Bears too.
Oh yeah, man. No, I think there's a wide range of great offensive players that are coming in to the NFL with all these rookies and all these guys who are standing up and showing what they can do. Especially, I think DJ Moore could definitely be a candidate for Offensive Player of the Year as well. Especially with that touchdown that he scored a couple weeks ago. My goodness, that was unbelievable.
You look at DJ Moore. I mean, this is likely DJ Moore and Justin Fields is likely a combo you're going to be hearing a lot this season. A lot of Fields to DJ Moore, touchdown, Fields to Moore, lots of Fields to Moore. I like that. Oh, I like that. Fields to Moore.
Yep, that is going to be exciting.
Yeah, and then for the defensive player of the year side, you would likely agree with me, but I'm looking at Nick Bosa, TJ Watt. Shit, let's show some love to some Bears players, Jaquan Brisker and Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah, I would still give those guys a little bit. Our defense is still a little bit shaky, but
Right.
yeah, definitely those are our two top guys.
Yeah, Watt and Nick Bosa for sure. Shit, Sauce Gardner for the Jets.
Yeah, right.
Starting the no-fly zone in the Big Apple. I love that. And then offensive rookie of the years. We talked about, Bijan Robinson. There are some good defensive rookies out there too. But obviously the main one is Jalen Carter on Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think he's going to be the top guy everyone's going to be looking at this year.
Him and Will Anderson for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had finish up the NFL segment with what we always love to do, our picks, our lock, upset, and third winner. I will start off the list with our 3 picks, and these are some fair picks. My lock will be the Ravens over the Texans. My upset, Tampa Bay over Minnesota. Tampa Bay is 6-point underdogs according to ESPN. A lot of people are writing out Baker Mayfield, but this man also has 2 1,000-yard receivers, a good tight end. The Bucs still have their defense. The only thing they're missing is, Brady, obviously, but, nothing wrong with Baker Mayfield. So that's why I'm picking Tampa Bay to upset Minnesota. In my third winner, let's go with the New York Giants beating the Dallas Cowboys. If the Giants want to have a good season, it all starts off with beating that team that has the most obnoxious fan base in football. Well, one of the most obnoxious fan bases. There's also the Eagles, too.
Yeah, that's true. But that's a good list you got there, buddy.
What do you got, Ian?
For me, my first winner, I am going to go the Saints over the Titans.
Respect that.
My upset pick, I will go the Panthers over the Falcons.
I like that.
They got some rising stars over there right now on
Yes,
their
they do.
offensive side. I think they're going to be a threat for that game. We know how the Falcons are, with how shaky they are at times.
Always choking.
And then, you know what? I got the Steelers over the Niners.
Oh, I like that.
I
The
I think
Steelers are on the rise this season.
they really are. I mean, their young quarterback, he's showing a lot of promise. 49ers, I feel like they're just kind of in shambles right now. So I feel like that'll be a good win for Steel Nation.
You know, San Francisco will definitely have a good season, but that's pretty realistic. That's a likely wake up call for the 49ers. Let's move on from our NFL to college football. Happy to have college football back. Some teams look good. Some teams are still on their normal bullshit. And then there's Deion Sanders with Colorado. Holy shit. I know it's only the first week, but I'm impressed with that team.
I mean, just look at what he did with Jackson State. That guy was
Right.
freaking incredible, turned them into a powerhouse. And he's going to do the exact same with Colorado. I mean, look at the transfer portal to Colorado once he signed over as a head coach. They got all the best players. His sons
Right.
play for him, and they're incredible. I just think
Yes.
Colorado, they are definitely national championship favorites in my eyes.
I respect that. I respect that. But
That's
obviously,
my
like they
hot
said,
take of the year.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that, Ian. I mean, we'll see what they can do for the rest of the season. You know, good start for them. The offense looks promising. I mean, Sanders' kid, he had like over 500 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Colorado is definitely a sleeper this season. They are a sleeper team after that performance.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's just incredible what Dion has done for both Jackson State and Colorado. So I think 5 years from now, I think we'll see Dion as head coach for an NFL team.
And the guy has been in the league for a while, but no, I love Deion in college football. I love it.
Me too. He brings a lot of excitement to the game.
And he keeps those boys in check. I saw a
Yeah, he
little
does.
I saw a little short on YouTube when of him reacting to seeing his players on his phones in a locker room. It's like, get off your phone. What's so important to have a phone? Get in the zone.
Yeah. One thing I really like is he doesn't have captains. He has a leader, and then he's got two dogs on the team as well. So he's got an L and then two D's for the other two guys. So
I was wondering what that was, but I like it.
yeah, pretty damn cool. I like the way that Dion thinks.
Yes, no, this man is right for college football. Keep him.
Oh yeah.
You know, another team that I feel like is a sleeper this year too is Florida State. Their offense exploded against LSU.
That was unbelievable what LSU did to FSU or FSU did to LSU. I'm sorry. Everyone had LSU as like a favorite this year that they were going to be incredible. But here comes Florida State kicking ass.
Well, Florida State used to be good too, so I'm not surprised that they're back to their winning ways.
Yeah, I'm not surprised either.
Nobody wanted to play Florida State because I remember when we were in high school, Ian, they were a powerhouse. They won the national title our junior year. They came up short in the playoffs our senior year, but they had a couple good stretches. Now I feel like that momentum is back.
Yeah, they could definitely be a big sleeper pick this year.
And then Duke beats Clemson last night. That game wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't. And yeah, I wonder if everyone's going to keep saying, "Oh, Duke's a basketball school." No, they're back with football. They just beat one of the top schools.
They just beat ninth ranked Clemson. They are likely going to drop in the rankings. So,
oh yeah, you get beat by a basketball school, you're definitely dropping in the rankings.
Because Clemson ain't no basketball school.
Nope, not one bit.
Oh man, I just love seeing though basketball schools succeed in other sports. You know what I mean?
No, it's really great to see. It's great to see Duke do well in football. Kansas should. I want to see them do better in football.
Right, they're supposed to be good this year.
Yeah.
Oh, North Carolina too just got a big win against South Carolina.
Oh yeah, which was huge. And a little NASCAR thing. Tyler Reddick was running the UNC colors while they were racing at a South Carolina track.
Beautiful.
I love that. That's hilarious.
Well, we'll definitely touch on NASCAR shortly, but other teams, there are also some other teams that are on their same bullshit. Obviously, the teams in the Big Ten are still on their same bullshit, losing ways they shouldn't. I then Purdue with a
Typical.
brand new team.
Typical. I like our offense. They look really good, but our defense is just going to shit the bed all year. So, not excited for that. And then,
Who's that receiver that you liked again?
Dion. What the fuck's his name? Damn it. I'll come back to me. I'll answer that in a little bit.
Well, anyway, he looked the offense.
Dion Burke.
There you go. The defense, not the defense. The offense looked really good against Fresno State. Well, the shitty thing is that your defense let you down.
Yeah, our new quarterback Harrison Card, he looked fantastic out there. So yeah, I'm excited for this offense, but defense is going to be real shaky.
Yeah, no, your offense is fine. Your offense is fine. And you also played a good Fresno State team. Yes, Fresno State is good.
Yeah, and Purdue paid Fresno State almost $2 million to come out and play, and we ended up losing to them.
Oh my God, that sure backfired.
Yeah. Hey, how about the Sooners, man? They came to play.
Like I said, it's only week one, so that's they 73-0 over Arkansas State. It's been a couple interesting years for Boomer Sooner, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the Oregon Duck had to do a shit ton of push-ups because they beat Portland State 81-7.
Yeah, what? He did like over 500 push-ups or something. He was gassed at the end of it.
I don't blame him. There was that poor Duck is just passed the fuck out.
Oh yeah, I would be too. I would be after one push-up.
Give me 10 and I'll be maybe 20. I don't know. I could do a good chunk before passing out. But coming this weekend in, we have some pretty good matchups. And the big one is obviously Texas and Alabama.
Yep. That'll be a really, really good matchup. I'm excited to watch that.
I remember we were watching the game right before your wedding last year when it was in Austin.
Yep. That was a great game.
That was a crazy game to watch. And then, they got Iowa taking on Iowa State, Oregon and Texas Tech. Wisconsin goes to Washington State. USC takes on Stanford.
It's going to be a great weekend for football, man. There's a lot of good matchups, a lot of great games that are going to be happening this weekend.
22 ranked Ole Miss takes on 24 ranked Tulane. I feel like that's a sleeper matchup this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, no, it's happy to have college football back. And this weekend, we also had the NASCAR Cup Series Playoffs go underway. And it all started off with Kyle Larson, out of all people, winning the Cookout 500.
Well, it's about time that he won at Darlington. I mean, he has showed so much speed at this track. He's one of those guys that just knows how to rip that wall, and he can stay just like centimeters off of it. And he'll hit the wall, but he'll gain speed from doing it. And had Tyler Reddick chasing him down, but held them off. And man, he just proved how good of a driver he is. Advanced into the next round, and my driver Kevin Harvick almost won it and got fucked by an NASCAR penalty.
That was what the hell could he have done? I mean, he was already going down, pit road before it came out. So
the only thing that they could have done is not pitted the car, and then he would have not gotten the penalty. But they were unsure if he made it past the line before the caution came out. So that's why they just said they would just pit, because then they would lose a bunch of spots coming back down.
I feel like for Harvick's situation, that was just a wrong place, wrong time scenario.
It really was. And it sucks, too, because it was from Tyler Reddick slamming on his brakes, trying to make it down pit road. Ryan Newman sees that, and he slams on his brakes and just spins out like a fucking course, man.
Newman, come on!
Yeah, was not a good race for Kevin. I mean, he had a race-winning car, but once he got sent back, he just could not make it back through the field. It was really hard to pass in this race.
And he has won on this track before.
he has won multiple times at Darlington. Nice thing is we're going to Kansas and Bristol, which is also a
Yep,
track that he's won at multiple times as well. So would
exactly.
really like really happy to see at least we have speed for this 4 car for his last 9 races now.
And then you were talking about Tyler Reddick. I loved his Jordan car. That was a
Oh
nice
yeah, man.
car.
Whenever he runs that North Carolina blue Tar Heel car on there, ooh man, that looks so good, especially when he's running it down in South Carolina.
Oh hell yeah. I'm sure there were plenty of South Carolina fans at Darlington. They see that and they're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Or shit, Duke fans, because Duke fans can't stand North Carolina.
Oh yeah, man. But they had to do it for Jordan. That's where he went.
Oh man, don't you love seeing Alex Bowman continue to be a hack? He and Suarez got into it, and she tried to blame Suarez. Bowman, shut the fuck up and admit it was your fault.
That's Alex Bowman, man. If he fucks up, it's not his fault. Exactly what Danica Patrick used to be like. If she wrecked someone or something she did cause a problem, she will blame anyone but herself. So
God damn it!
that's
What's
how
wrong with
Alex,
you?
that's how Alex Bowman is now.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, like you said, Ian, this weekend we're gonna go racing at Kansas. Oh, obviously, Kansas puts on a fantastic race. We will be there in the spring, which I'm really excited for. And speaking of tracks, I just got the ball rolling on our Daytona tickets, so we're ready for Daytona, baby.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, no, taking a look this weekend, we got the trucks racing on Friday, Xfinity on Saturday, and of course the Cup on Sunday. Xfinity wraps up the regular season at Kansas, and the truck playoffs, they're underway, right?
Yeah, they started a couple weeks ago. They are starting their round of 10 now, or round of
Gotcha.
8.
It'll be a fun weekend of racing, for Xfinity or for truck Xfinity and Cup. Who do you got? Who do you see winning at Kansas this weekend?
For trucks, that's a tough one because there's a lot of good guys in this field right now. I got to go Carson Hocevar. He just had a great run in that 42 car for Legacy Motor Club. He
He
got an
did.
18. It's kind of a track that he's good at. So let's see Carson Hocevar win at Kansas. Xfinity, I don't know. That's another tough one. You know what? I think his time is coming. This is a track where he's pretty good at. He's had a horrible season with a bunch of bad luck. Let's have that 9 car Brandon Jones go to victory lane. It's really good at Kansas. Cup Series, with the way that Kansas has been going the past couple years, or the past year, I'd say, you got to pick a Toyota. I feel like you got to
Right.
go.
Eddie won here back in the spring, and he
Bubba
just signed
won
a
last
multi-year
year.
extension with JGR.
Yeah. You know what? Let's see 2 years in a row for the fall for that 45 car. Let's go Tyler Reddick.
I love it. In fact, speaking of that, would be 3 out of 4 visits too.
Yep, for the 45 car winning.
Yep, because the 45 car won twice last year, and then let's see it again.
Yeah.
I'll go for the trucks this Friday. You know what? Let's show some love to Corey Heim.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great driver. Won the regular season championship. So, yeah, he's got a fast truck every week.
Yes, he does. And for the Xfinity, oh, that's a tough one too. You know what? Let's go with Josh Berry this weekend.
Ooh, yeah, he hasn't won a race at all this year. So it would be interesting to see him finally get one for Junior.
He did he raced great in the 9 when Chase Elliott was hurt for the time being in a cup car. So I feel like he could really, get this one for Xfinity. And Austin Hill will likely be your regular season Xfinity Series championship, or regular season, yes, if he can keep it up.
Yeah, he's fighting that with John Hunter.
Of course. It will likely be a battle between him and Nematode for the championship,
Yeah.
which I hope to God Austin Hill wins.
Yeah, we'll see.
Man took a big leap after last season.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
And for the Cup, Ian, I'm also going to go with a Toyota too, but you're going to love this pick. Let's go, Bubba. Let's go, Bubba. Last year he won in the 45, but he was out of the playoffs. So that was for owner's points. This year, this is the real deal. This is the real deal this year.
Yeah, Bubba seems to be really good. During playoff races, he won Talladega a couple years ago. He won Kansas last year. So, yeah, I mean, this is also a track where he is just really, really good. 2311 just has a great car for Kansas in just a mile and a half. So, yeah, definitely. I see Bubba going in victory lane.
You want to talk about 2311? Denny's also his boss. Denny also won here back in the spring.
Yes, he did. And yeah, I think it's just a great track for all the Toyotas. So definitely look out for Joe Gibbs. I mean, dude, Ty Gibbs has been running pretty well lately too. So it wouldn't surprise me to see him maybe crack top five or even maybe take away a win.
Any Toyotas in general.
Yeah. Christopher
So,
Bell. Christopher Bell needs a lot right now. I feel like that guy is going to be. I think he'll make it out of this round, but he needs a round of 12 win to advance.
and then of course, you got Truex too, who could make some noise at Kansas.
Oh yeah, I mean Truex mile and a half. That's his bread and butter. Those are his best tracks right there. So, and we've seen Truex get back to his dominating ways. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, after a shit season he had last year, look what he did this year. Talk
Yeah,
about it.
for real. I mean that's what happens with NASCAR. You'll have a great season. I mean, look at Kevin Harvick, 2020, 9 wins. What did he do in 2021? Nothing.
He didn't do jack. He didn't do anything. Last year he got
Yeah,
hot at
two
the
wins
end.
last year. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of hoping for this year because we don't have any wins either. But I just want one more win before his career ends. That's just all I want.
I'll be happy to see Harvick win a championship.
Yeah, would be nice to see him do it one last time, but SHR has not brought the this year, that's for sure.
And shit, I still gotta update my bracket. Thankfully I have until Bristol, right? Because that's when the cutoff is.
Well, you need to have the same alignment of drivers.
Yeah. I know that too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you can't change your drivers.
I know. I will have that fixed soon.
Cool.
Well, anyway, that wraps up the show. Ian, as always, thanks for coming on. Excited to have football back, the NASCAR playoffs. Tis the season. Tis the season.
Tis the season, buddy. Can't wait for the Bears Packers game on Sunday.
You're gonna be watching in Galena, aren't you?
If I'll be watching it, it's my anniversary.
Well, happy early anniversary to you and Abby.
Thank you very much. We leave Friday and we'll be coming back Tuesday.
Awesome. And we're a month away from the MLB playoffs. The Cubs, they're making some noise.
They are making lots of noise. I am excited for what this team can do. If we keep it up, I really do think that we could make the wild card, or if, you know, we got Milwaukee, we're pretty close to them as well. I think we're only 3.5 back from them.
That's a
So
big series for the Cubs.
yeah, it really is. And of course, we're going to end the regular season with a Milwaukee series too. So go figure.
Two big Milwaukee series coming up.
Yep. I'm excited for Cubs baseball. I've been playing great. I really hope that we can see Pete Crow Armstrong before the end of the year because that guy has been on fire down in the minor leagues.
For sure, for sure. And then, of course, there's the White Sox are just...
Yeah, we'll see you guys down in Nashville in a couple of years.
Call me crazy, but if the White Sox actually do move, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I am leaving you. I am not
Go
following you to
Cubs,
Nashville.
go.
Yes, I will gladly come up to the north side because the White Sox are just, and yes, some of you people can throw batteries at me if you want, but I'm sorry. If the White Sox lead, fuck no, I am not following them. No. No way in hell.
That's game over.
No way in hell you're going to pay my ass to root for the Nashville White Sox. Dalton will, though. Yes, Dalton, there's your baseball team.
Yep. Yeah, you can jump ship from the Atlanta bandwagon.
For sure. Well, anyway, people, as always, thank you all for tuning in to Coda's Mojo. Ian, as always, thank you for coming on. We will see you all next week.